Hello to my Libras. Libras, we had a full pink moon in your sign. Let's get into it. If you celebrate Easter or Resurrection Sunday, hopefully you all had a great weekend. Hopefully you had a great weekend. If the weather was nice, hopefully you all enjoyed it. Arms stretched wide open, allowing the sun to bathe you, recharge and cleanse you, reset you, right? Like a gemstone or a crystal. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, Libras. Hopefully you let it rebalance you. I did put some information up on my TikTok, my Instagram, and my YouTube shorts for those of you all who like information, right? It's up there. So let's get into it. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's do it. Let's get into it. All right, let's set the tone for your reading. Let's set an intention. Let's see what's going on in these spiritual streets. Let's go. All right, let's go. Today is a great day. That's right. Every day is a great day, right? You put it out there in the universe, right? So put it out there in the universe. Today is a great day. Y'all remember the Tony the Tiger cereal commercials? Some people may be too young to remember the cereal commercial. But anyway, today is a great day. Today is a great day. Put it out in the universe. All right, Libras. Balance it out. Healthy work-life balance. Let's go. Already prayed over your cards. Already cleared the space. Let's see what is going on. Let us see what's going on. Let's see, and let us see. Let's see, and let us see. Libras. 986, forthright. Practice saying no. Your angels want to alert you to your tendency to confuse yes with no, and they are asking you to stop. People know you have a hard time not doing what they ask you to, and they have been taking advantage. So it's time to say no confidently 10 times today. Look in a mirror and practice a way of saying no. Right? So that would be that, the indecisive side of you all, right? Staying connected to energies, not realizing that you're your own worst enemy, right? Remember, you all roll 7th house, and that's marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, and also enemies. So you don't want to be your own enemies when, you got a feeling that, okay, I probably should say no, especially if you see a track record or you're dealing with some karmics that may be holding on to hope, and then they're going to go ahead and make a decision for you. So today is a great day. Today is a great day, right? Practice saying no. Practice saying no. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. All right. Yeah, some people will take advantage if they feel like, if they get like a little, some people an inch, they'll take a mile. Or they even get a feeling that you may say yes to something. They just want, if they feel like they're up against a deadline or whatever. Like if, let's say, like if you're a manager or whatever in the workplace, and a employee feels like, okay, well, they haven't answered the email yet. And, sometimes I feel like somebody could be going into like leadership or whatever. Your polarity sign is Aries, right? If you're dealing with some energies who feel like something is their way or the highway, they're going to make a decision for you. They'll be like, oh, you were busy. I just made the decision for you. If you let it go too many times, they're going to just keep doing what they want to do, right? And then, go off when you finally push back. So, yeah, here we have King of Pentacles here. So somebody is, you have enough information at this point. Somebody is going to make some firm decisions on something. So today is a great day. You have firm decisions to make. You have enough. You're gonna have enough physical evidence on something to make a firm decision on something. It's to say, practice saying no. So this is your upcoming video. Like I said, upcoming video. Here's the Two of Cups here. Soulmate energy. Right. So something is going to be very clear to you. Very, very clear. But you need to practice saying no. Something is going to be very, very clear. Right. Moving forward. So this road is the 11th house. Something is very, very clear that you are a that someone is, you know, is definitely on your side. Someone is team you. Very, very clear that someone is team you. Someone is team you in every way. That they are team you in every way. Right? Everything, you can be totally enlightened about everything. So you practice saying no. So they could have been indecisive about something as well, whatever it was, you know. And so, but today is a great day. So you're helping someone else to learn how to be firm too. And saying no. So we're talking about 11th house. 11th house is all about friendships, community, goals, hopes, wishes, awareness, humanitarianism, technology, the future. And so again, moving forward in the future, learning how to say no. No means no. No means no. Yes means yes. You're very firm with it. Very firm, right? Tossing confusion into a burning bowl. Tossing all kinds of confusion into a burning bowl. So, yeah, today is a great day. Today is a great day. So put it out there in the universe every single day that you are very clear. Every day is a great day. Right? Somebody felt like you saved them. Somebody felt like you saved them. Because you made a firm decision. You made a firm decision. You weren't indecisive about something. You made a firm, clear decision. They made a firm, clear decision. You made one. Right? There's a tower. There's a tower. It wasn't impulsive. It was structured and it was authoritative about someone's future. You had enough information. You contained your water. This is water here. You put your water in a container. It wasn't spilling all over the place. You weren't, you know, sounding like somebody who lost their mind. You were very clear and concise about something. Very contained. And said no about something. There's a 7 of Cups here. Very high vibrational. Right, very high vibrational. In terms of just like your so source is like, you know, 7 is closing out a cycle. 7 is closing out a cycle, so you're keeping your vibrations high. So I don't know if somebody ever like prayed for love and money, or whatever the case may be, but as far as love and money is concerned, but something you may have said about some kind of impulsive action that was very unhealthy and wounded, something that was, you know, like I said, obsession or something, yeah, here's the 8 of Swords here, 8 of Swords here. Somebody may have felt like they were just kind of sort of may have had their hand tied with something. You know, you may have felt like your hands were tied or something. Not necessarily really tied, but you know what I'm saying. You may have felt like you were restricted in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, like maybe you were going up against, you know, like people who had money, or like, you know, people who were trying to, whatever, you may have felt like you may be going up against something else. Right? Other, you know, people who had money, people who were mental health professionals, like you may have been going up against other energies who were, you know, or saying that you were depressed or you had mental health issues or whatever the case may be. So somebody was very clear and concise about something. Somebody could try to use your past against you, whatever, something. But somebody was very clear and concise. Like you felt like somebody, whatever you said, your hand, you felt like your hands were tied when it came to something. But you had enough information for some people to take some kind of action, do something. So 7 and 4 is 11. So that means that somebody got off the fence. 11 is a master number. Remember when you see master numbers, 11, 22, 33, 44, up to 99. Those are master numbers. That's a call up from the master teacher source, the creator, right? Your wishes are being fulfilled. Something is now closed out. Even when you feel like your back was against the wall, you tap into source. Somebody is a prayer warrior. You're a prayer warrior, right? You made a decision. When you feel like your back was against the wall, you said, you know what, I'm tapping into source. I'm going into source. I'm tapping into source. I'm going in. Right? Here's a Hierophant call. Or you have an innate spiritual understanding. You're going in. You're tapping into source. Yeah, here's a 10 of Cups here. Yeah. So, like I said, I feel like somebody is, you know, you're in sync. Like somebody is in sync. Like you're in tune. You're really in sync with, you know, with just a vibration of sound. You're in sync, you're in tune with the vibration of sound. Right. So here's a 9 of Swords here. So I'm trying to wake up from nightmares. Trying to wake up from nightmares. Somebody had, this is your card here, right here, by the way. Something about these two cards are ruled by Venus. Venus is the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. Yeah. Yeah, somebody said something that was really, really heartbreaking. Somebody said something that was really, really heartbreaking to you. But I see growth and abundance. I'm seeing growth and abundance here. I'm seeing growth and abundance. And I'm seeing some kind of a, I'm seeing, for you, I'm seeing a generational curse, cycle, or chain being broken. Some kind of generational cycle, chain, or curse being broken. Here. Something having to do with So something having to do with just kind of sort of like keeping things secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is causing nightmares. Something, you know, basically, you know, like people says, you know, like just keeping things a secret. Like keeping things a secret. You know, keeping stuff a secret, keeping things hidden, keeping things in the dark. You know, so as not to shine a light on things. So when we think about wolf energy, we think about light wolf energy, dark wolf energy, right? And it can be causing people nightmares, right? where, you know, it's just heartbreaking and causing people nightmares. And so what's shining light on is that somebody is your soulmate, right? And so when you're talking about soulmate energy, you feel everything a soulmate feels. So when they're going through something, you feel the same thing. So it could be somebody in your workplace. That's how a lot of people find out what their soul tribe is. It's soulmate. It's like you feel what they feel, right? Um, that's how people find their their community, right? Um, and so I feel like that's where somebody is finding their community. You feel what people feel. You feel what people feel, right? Yeah. So here we have. You're grateful that something is behind you. You're grateful that something is behind having a conversation. You're grateful that something is behind you. Something is now behind you. Right. So something has taken a lot of hard work, but you're grateful that something is now behind you. Grateful that something is now behind you. Yeah. You're on top of some things. You're lucky that you're on top of some things, right? So this is Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune. You're just lucky that you're on top of some things, right? And just thinking about like the future, like I said, just thinking about the future, and you want to thrive. You know, you want to thrive in the future behind closed doors. You don't want to be, you know, like it's stuff to be in the dark. You know, you don't want things to be in the dark. So you're breaking some kind of a generational cycle, chain, and curse. So. You know, so the character assassination behind people, about people talking about people behind their back and all this other stuff. Like somebody wants to break that assassination behind, you know, that character assassination behind people's, you know, back, right? So, yeah, yeah. So something was recorded, some kind of conversation between some people were recorded, and some kind of conversation was recorded. And here's the thing, you know, whether it was video or recorded or whatever the case may be, looking at here, somebody, I feel like somebody, I don't know if somebody was bullied or something was said, whatever the case may be. But anyway, source is saying to you, somebody is moving. Somebody is moving. So bottom line is that you made a decision. Finally, you made a decision. You made a decision. So I feel like Aries is involved. The Scorpio is involved. Yeah, you toss something into a burning bowl. Like somebody is from now on, because you're a prayer warrior. From now on, I feel like somebody is learning how to stand on their own feet, being a little bit more independent, learning how to be assertive, not aggressive, being assertive, not waiting till your back is against the wall. To just really develop a very structured prayer and meditation life. That's what I'm seeing. That's the action. Like a lot of people feel like their action has to be in a, well, like when I say physical realm, like the action really is to like pray and meditate. I feel like that's what the prayer is going to be, like praying and meditation. Praying and meditation, right? So somebody's going to stop, you know, somebody's going to also, another action is somebody's going to start doing the mirror work. Somebody's going to, you know, stop talking about all the nightmares they've gone through, like reliving nightmares. Somebody, you know, keep reliving a nightmare. Somebody's going to, you know, commit to thriving. You know, as I feel like, you know, when people talk about people behind their backs, people are like, you know what, we're going to say, you know, speak highly, you know. But anyway, here we have, you're syncing with the moon, right? Syncing with the rhythms of the moon. I feel like somebody's going to now start having more open communication. Like having more open communication, like really staying on top of, you know, communication, like family communication, stuff that's being created. Somebody gonna start when you're away from loved ones, right? So have faith in your dreams. You're getting downloads. You're having dreams about something. Start speaking up about what you had dreams about. You know, asking your family, did you want to tell me something? I had a dream, you know, that I make sure I wasn't going crazy. you know, they said, well, what did you ever dream about? Really, I'm going to say what I had dreamed about. If it was like whatever, you know, are you okay? Yeah, just, yeah, whatever. How was your day at school today? I want to make sure nobody was being bullied. You know, I had a dream download. So home base, change your environment. I feel like somebody may be changing their environment. So because somebody pours out so much, you know, in their lives, maybe talk to so many people that you just, your brain may be in overload. So something that you're going to be doing is going to allow you to pour back into you, so you can be less overthinking. Less overthinking. So pursue happiness. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully this is helpful. Yeah. I think that's it. All right. Bye.